Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 67 of Modern Skyblock 3D Parted, a mod pack by EmoZiwa Gamer. So in the last episode, I really made a mess. I just basically set up all of this as in any way, manner, or shape possible to get some of those HDPE pellets because that let us complete a very important quest. It let us complete the dense plastic quest. I wanted to have time for a time lapse to be able to do a little bit of the rest, but in all reality, it didn't happen because my episode was already way too long. I'm just going to take a quick look here, see if I have some more diamonds. I don't think so, but one can always hope. More dirty chaos, aquamarine, no, indicolite, so no. Whoa, I didn't want to throw that away. So I don't have more diamonds. Whatever diamonds I have right now is all of the diamonds that I have. If I take a look here, okay, so I made a lot of basic circuits. Oh, I have a couple of diamonds here. So what I want to start next is some Enriched Alloy. There's still some redstone in here. Until I finish the redstone, I'm kind of stuck. I'm just going to let it go a little bit and... What? There was something in there. I don't know what it was, but there was something hiding in there. Just going to let this redstone run out. And then we're going to transform the Enriched Alloy into Reinforced Alloy, and then Reinforce into Atomic Alloy. So let's just let that finish. Do I have any more refined obsidian here? No, my enriched obsidian must be back at the base in my big chest. So let's just finish this quickly. This should all fail. Perfect. Let's take all of this. And now we're going to put, let's say 4 and throw that in. Perfect. So we can come back later. Wow, I thought I couldn't fly anymore. There's some weird loading issues these days. At least I'm not having any other different bugs. But sometimes the loading is just wonky. Let me get rid of these loot box first because I don't really need them right now. I just want to be able to move forward with my crafting. Okay, so today I just want to try and complete as many quests as possible. So we're going to start with the simple stuff. Even though we don't really need any of these, I'm just going to craft them. So first we need a chemical infuser. And I need another basic tank. Hello. Oh, I should have kept some of those cores. Now I got to go back. Well, before I go back, let's just grab a little bit of this compressed obsidian. And now we can go back. Let's go back here, and we're just going to keep all of this, take all of this out of here, and put 2 of those in here, and let those transform. No. Okay, let's let those transform. Now we can go back here, and we can continue crafting. Well, no, you're right, start. I haven't started yet, so it can't be continuing. So that's a chemical infuser, and that's one quest done. Oh. I just need to wait for it to detect. Take this loot box, and then the next one is a chemical oxidizer, which was right here. Chemical oxidizer. I need a basic gas tank again. Oh, and we need some things that are different this time. We need a... I still have dynamic tank, but we need a personal chest. So personal chest is a player kind of chest that only works for the specified owner. Not going to get into it right now. Honestly, it's not something that really matters to our playthrough. Let's grab this quest. The chemical oxidizer can turn certain items into fluid. Okay. And I forgot to read the other one. Chemical infuser. The chemical infuser can mix gases. Okay. Interesting to know. Not very useful right now. Then chemical washer. The chemical washer can clean slurries. So technically, this is one of those things. Let's just do the chemical washer and I'll explain after. Chemical washer, I'm going to need another tank like this. And then I'm going to need, what's the other thing? Nope. Chemical washer, a steel casing. Perfect. Let's finish this machine and I'm going to explain. So there's this thing in mechanism that lets you double your ore. That seems like an interesting idea, but when you want to talk about ore and ore doubling, I just want to show you here that I can 700 or 1100 quintuple my ore. So do I need this ore washing kind of thing? Not really, which is kind of a bummer, because they could have made it less expensive and so much worth it. So let's put these machines down right here. I'm going to put them down haphazardly because it doesn't really matter. We're not going to use it. So the chemical infuser, oh, this one we might use because that's how we see we make hydrogen and chlorine into hydrogen chloride, sulfur trioxide, sulfuric acid. So this one, oh yeah, this one we're going to use. We're going to make deuterium and tritium into DT fuel. So sorry, those are kind of mixed. The chemical oxidizer, though, is this whole idea of, is that the one? No, so that one we're also going to use. Wow, I'm full. What? What was that noise? And what's this kind of... Okay. I have no clue what just happened. Let's come back here and worry later. Sorry. So, brine, lithium, gaseous brine. So this is also one that we're going to use. It's this, the chemical washer. So the chemical washer is this thing about... What the heck is going on? What is this? Okay, so this is completely new. I have no idea what this is all about. There's some lightning and then these kind of weird sound and some ghost appearing. No idea what it is, but it's kind of distracting. So back to the chemical washer. So these slurry, they're slurry, iron slurry, mitral slurry, nickel slurry. It's these kind of liquid that can multiply your ore. So I'm just showing you quickly the name if you're reading them. Yellow rum slurry, zinc, iron. So let's look at the iron slurry. So basically, if you take water and iron slurry, you get clean iron slurry. And then if you put the clean iron slurry into a crystallizer, you get these iron crystal. And if you put these iron crystal into an injection chamber with some salt, you get iron shards. And these iron shards with some gas or some flint gives you iron clump, and the iron clump in the crusher gives you dirty iron dust, and dirty iron dust in an enrichment chamber gives you iron dust, and iron dust you can cook into iron. So let's just go back one a little bit. How do you get, oh, not this, sorry, I just clicked the wrong thing. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go back to the iron, this clean up, not clean, this iron slurry. So you get iron slurry from this iron ore. This is a better example because this is normal. Nope. Where's the normal iron? This one? Nope. Can't find the normal iron. I'm sure. Oh, right here. So basically, if you use sulfuric acid and iron ore, you get some iron slurry. And the problem with this mod is that it doesn't show the quantity. But basically, it gives this iron ore more than one iron ore. And this iron slurry gets cleaned into more than the iron slurry that we had, and this clean iron slurry gives more iron crystal, and the iron crystal gives only one iron shard, but at this point it's 1 for 1. But maybe we got 3 iron crystal for this 1 iron ore in the beginning, which kinds of multiply your ores, sorry, oh my god, that was the wrong term to use in English. So very convoluted process, but it multiplies your ores. In our situation, it really doesn't matter. And I really don't want to go through this whole process because it's not going to give us that much. Let's grab all of this and we should be good. So perfect. Let's leave here. We completed another quest while doing that, the atomic alloy right here. So let's grab this chest. And now I'm going to take a quick look into completing the other 2 improvement. Not that I think we're going to use them or make them, because at some point there's just so much time that I want to spend on this mod. So let's just take a look at the next quest that we could have done is the Elite Factory and the Ultimate Factory. So let's search for Elite Factory, which is, oh no, it's an upgrade. So upgrade, I think, nope. Factory, nope. What is it called? I hate when the names are weird because you never really find them. Tier installer. So let's just search for tier. Oh, sorry, tier. So we can finally make an elite tier installer. We're going to need to make 2 of those. Oh, I'm missing the red one. So 1, 2, which is going to give me 1, 2, which is going to give me 1 of these. Perfect. So finally an elite tier installer. And I don't even think I have enough resource to complete the next one. So let's just try it, but I feel that we don't have enough, honestly. So for the ultimate tier, we need these ultimate controller, which are going to need 2 elite, which need 2 advanced. So 1, 2. And then these 2 we're going to try to make into these, but I just have enough. Wow, I thought I was going to not have enough. And then we can make into 1, 2. Oh, we're so lucky. I think we barely have enough, and then 2 diamonds, so that's expensive. But we now have everything that we needed. And now we have an ultimate factory. Let's just go put these into one of the machines, and I'm going to put it in the crushing factory, not in the smelting. So I'm going to install, whoa, this is a basic, so nope, I almost made a mistake. I don't know if it works or not, but I'm not going to risk it. So let's come back here and we're going to make the next tier. We're going to make the, not the next tier, the in-between tier. So I need 2 more of these, 1, 2, and then I can make this one. I just want to upgrade at least 1 machine to the max so I can show you. And I'm not sure that the crusher's the best one. I'm kind of torn. The smelting or the crushing? Oh, I guess my choice was made for me. So we're going to do the smelting and then upgrade and then upgrade. Hello? I can't use that on this? Are you kidding me? 1, 2, so I guess the smelting factory cannot be upgraded? Smelting? No. Oi. What about the crushing? Crushing? Nope. Come on. Ultimate? So ultimate can be used on nothing? This is kind of weird. Can't be used on the ultimate gas tank, not on the ultimate energy tank. I'm confused. I am really confused. Why did I make this if I can't use it on anything? Elite, basic, elite. It never goes above elite. Let's read the quest. The elite tier upgrade upgrades your advanced factory to elite factory. Okay, that one worked. But then the ultimate tier installer upgrades certain elite block to their ultimate version. Certain. So not all of them. And when you say not all of them, I can't find any. Let's just search ultimate. And let's see if we ultimate fuel loader, ultimate oxygen compressor, ultimate oxygen decompressor. These are not from the same mod. Ultimate furnace, ultimate solar panel. No, I don't. Oh, maybe those, but no, I don't even think. You know what? I feel like this is not a thing. Like this is, as part of this mod, ultimate is not used yet. So that's kind of a waste. And we know what we do with wasteful thing. We throw them in a chest and we forget about them forever. So that was very sad. I thought I was going to get like a really awesome furnace. Anyway, that's done. Let's move on to the next step. Chemical dissolution chamber. The chemical dissolution chamber can turn ores into slurry with sulfuric acid. So this is the slurry quest line kind of thing. So let's just do at mechanism again, and then I don't remember the name. Dissolution. Click into it. Dissolution chamber. This one. Ooh, that's expensive. So 2 more gas tank. 1 and 2. That's a very expensive machine. Chemical dissolution chamber. Another one done. Like, at the point where we are, honestly, the quests are kind of easy. Chemical crystallizing. The chemical crystallizer can turn gases into corresponding dust or crystal. So we need a chemical crystallizer. Let's search for crystallizer. Can I make this one? Yeah, I'm gonna need a steel casing. Ooh, I need to click on this for this to work. So 1 steel casing. And then we're going to need 2 more gas tank. And I'm making so many of these gas tanks and they don't stack. That's kind of ridiculous. And that's another one. Perfect. So let's just take a quick look. Let's grab this chest. We're going to go back to our setup where we don't really set up anything and just put them there. So 1 on this side and 1 on that side, and just look at them. So as we were showing before, the dissolution turns sulfuric. Huh? Is this? Oh no, okay. I was showing you the whole track, but this is the one that lets you turn a sulfuric acid and an ore. So that's the starting. See, oh, now I can show you what I mean. It wanted us to make this first, the chemical oxidizer. And the chemical oxidizer, if I look at the recipe, has nothing to do with doubling ore. The second quest that we could do was this one. The chemical infuser was the first one, sorry, that we could do. And the chemical infuser has nothing to do with the ores. So the first one we were able to make was this chemical crystallizing. But the crystallizing needs the previous one, which was the chemical dissolution chamber, I think. This one? Yeah, so this is the first step. The dissolution chamber uses sulfuric acid. Ah, okay. My bad. Let me correct myself. You need the chemical infuser to get sulfuric acid. That's why it's the first one. So you get sulfuric acid either by deconcentrating, which is not what we're looking at, or by putting sulfur trioxide and water vapor in together. And you get sulfur trioxide with the infuser, which lets you infuse oxygen and sulfur dioxide. And you get sulfur dioxide by the chemical oxidizer. So see, I went too quickly and too far ahead. They are in order. The chemical oxidizer gets the first step. The chemical infuser gets the second step. Then the chemical washer. Then the chemical dissolution chamber. Then the chemical washer. And finally the crystallizer. So they are in order. They're just honestly placed in a weird manner. And I don't want to waste any time setting that up, because in this playthrough, there will be no return on investment on wasting time doing that. So let's try and continue with as much questing as possible. Making ores. The combiner can turn stone and resource into the corresponding ore. So combiner. Let's go and craft that. So that's how we could start this whole process. If we wanted to go that way, that's how we could do it. So let's just do combiner. And that's a factory. So that could be made into... Wow, it's an expensive factory. See, I don't even have enough things to do this. Ooh, this is annoying. So I'm going to have to go and process a lot more and come back after and just do this. So let's just go back here. And now I wish I had upgraded this one. Although, let's be honest, it's fairly well upgraded. So I'm going to put a couple in. That's 960. That's 1040. Well, 1040. That's 104. Okay. I went a bit too far and I exaggerated like I always do. But now we're going to let that continue and we're going to have to come back to that later. So let's go back right here and see what else we can craft. We can't make the combiner right now, but let's go into these less useful thing. Creating heat. Mekanism allows you to turn power or fuel into heat. So we want a resistive heater. So heater, resistive heater. Going to need another steel. Oh, this is so expensive. Just one level over one level over one level. A superheating element. Perfect. And now a resistive heater from one of the fuel cell, I think it was called. What was it called? Yeah, energy tablet. Then we need a fuel wood heater. And I need another steel casing. Let's do the fuel wood heater. Perfect. So that should be a quest. Perfect. Let's just go back down here and plop those down so we can see what they do. This one and that one. So the resistive heater, temperature 300K usage. So it turns power into heat. And this one, I'm guessing, turns regular fuel like carbon or charcoal or stuff like that into heat. Let's come back here. I haven't reset my steel production in a while, so I might as well go here and do that ASAP. Ooh, I ran out of iron. So that's actually interesting because I need to make more steel, so I'm just going to go grab some iron back here. And this is really annoying. This kind of storm weird effect. It's annoying me a bit, to be honest, because I don't know what it is. It seems to be something new that was added in the last release, but I don't know what it is. So let's just push that in here and push that in here. Perfect. So steel is restarted, and let's grab a little bit more steel. Let's come back here and see where is that at. How much left? 340. So 34, 816, 23, 30, 30 something. Oh yes, it's going to be just enough. So we're going to be able to finish this, but we're going to come back later. Let's go back here and continue crafting. What's the next quest we can do? We can get rid of heavy water. Oh no, we did heavy water. We just never created the filter upgrade. So let's just create the filter upgrade. I don't know why I stopped and I didn't create that one. I need some yellow, some tin powder. So maybe because of the tin powder. Don't know why exactly, but let's just do that one. This is tin ingot. Let's go and crush that one. We're not going to go back. We're going to use the double crusher right here. It's just closer at hand. Water. I'm trying to drink a bit more water while I'm doing this, just so that I keep my throat hydrated, so I don't cough as much or I don't have as much problem while we're recording. So that's another one done. Oh, that's not completely done. Oh, now I need heavy water. Okay, so now I finally have a reason to show you the electric pump setup. So let's grab, nope, not here. I want to grab a nicer looking rock. So let's just dump these in here. And hopefully I won't forget that I wanted to show this in the end. Let's grab... I want to make a water basin. I wanted a nice looking block, but I can't seem to... Oh, right here. Let's grab the stone brick. And then we're going to need two... two buckets. I don't have any buckets. I thought I had made more buckets because I was tired of not having them around, but it's one of those things where you think you did it, but you end up not doing it. Iron bucket. There's not even any iron left in here. That's crazy. So this is making some lead right now. Oh, look at this. 504 lead. And look at the quantity of lead already created. This is just amazing, crazy amazing. We're never going to have a resource problem. And honestly, we have so much resources right now that there's even a part of me that's thinking if I get into a time lapse, maybe I should make like 8 of those. 1 per ore type, so that I could just basically set it up and have some of each ore type made. So I would have one always producing iron and one always producing gold and lead and all of the other resource. So I'm going to set up the water right here. stone brick. Perfect, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh no, I want a 3 by 3. So one more. Sorry, I didn't make it big enough. And I'm going to run out of brick. Really? That is more annoying than I... Urgh. Let's go back here. And I also wanted to check what was going on with my stones. It's not cooking fast enough. That's what's happening. I was wondering what's happening with my stone, but I'm just basically using it faster than I'm cooking them. So let's just do this more brick and come back here and finish this quickly. I just want to be able to set up dense, heavy water creation. So I'm going to show you how this works. You put water, you just make a full water source quickly. Perfect. And then you place a pump above water. So an electric pump like this above water. I don't remember if it's above water or in water. So let's try it in water first. And if it's above water, and if it doesn't work, we'll put it in water. Now we're going to bring power to our pump. And now we're going to first, it already started grabbing water. I wanted to put the filter in first. So now I think I'm kind of screwed. So I'm going to put the water here. And now that it's filled with water, wait, why isn't the filter upgrade? A filter that separates heavy water from regular water. What is this? This is water. Oh, this stays full. Okay, that's kind of a bummer. This was supposed to give me heavy water. Let's just look at the filter upgrade. Nope. Doesn't go there. So let's just search for heavy water. You're supposed to get heavy water from I guess nothing? How am I going to complete this if I can't get the heavy water? A filter that separates heavy water from regular water. Heavy water can be obtained by pumping out water with an electric pump with a filter upgrade. Okay. Upgrades are installed here. I completely forgot that. So now we have a heavy water. So I still need to empty this. I don't know that I have any way of emptying this water tank. You know what? Let's not waste any time. Let's go create a couple more basic tank. So, tank, basic. Let's craft 2 more. And technically, we should be able to get our heavy water now. I completely forgot that the filter gets installed in a special manner. So now that this is empty, yes, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So I can put this fluid tank right here. Now put this on top. And now this is pumping heavy water. Why isn't it making more? Does it need water in it to make heavy water out of? Let me just check one quickly. So if I go and put water in, nope. I am kind of confused. I've never really played with the heavy water, to be fair. And that's not enough. It's not a full bucket. How much is there in here? Oh, okay. It's still going up. It's just so slow. Whereas the pumping of the water goes super fast, the heavy water does go through a process. You know what? That actually makes sense. But this pump, honestly, is way better than any of the other pump that we've had when you're extracting. You are so annoying. I have no idea. If you guys have any idea what that mod is, please let me know. But this is so annoying. I keep being scared that something will attack me or something will kill me. And I can't imagine starting this playthrough again and having these appear all the time out of nowhere. This is something that would just bug the heck out of me. So I'm just staying here waiting for that 1 bucket of heavy water so I can complete the quest. Honestly, I should probably go do something else, but at this point, I've talked you through waiting till 990 and a bucket, so we're good. That should complete the quest, and let's put it back in here, and let's put this tank above here, and we're good with that. So that's done. Now we can look at the next quest. And the reason I want to get through as many quests as possible is that I already know that this one is going to take a long while. So let's just continue. The purification chamber uses oxygen to turn ores into clump. So that's one that's required for the weird process here. Let's just take a quick look here. This is all done. So now we're going to put some more. How many is that? This is 240. This is going to be 320. Perfect. So that's 32. Let's transform these 32 and we'll come back to that later. Let's go see if we can do the purification chamber. So now back here, purification chamber. This one's not so expensive. We should be able to craft that one. So I need 2 of those, and oh, we need an enrichment chamber. Okay, it's a bit more expensive, not that much, but just a little bit more expensive. So enrichment chamber, and now we should be able to do this purification chamber. And we're just going to go back there and put it down. And we're going to put it down in row here. So this is the one that lets us purify some ore into the clump, but more specifically, the shards. You don't want to do the ore because if you come back here, see, 1 ore gives you 3 clump, but if you transform the ore into slurry and whatnot, you get way more than 3 clump. I think it's a ratio. I haven't done it in so long. I only did it once, and I think it was in Attack of the B Team, maybe? Not even sure. But it's one of those things where it's 6 times or 10 times, but it's such a long process to set up that it's something that you don't necessarily want to do. The one reason why it's amazing though, so for, like I just explained, in our playthrough of Modern Skyblock 3, there are so many other ways of getting resources that it doesn't matter. But let's say that we were in a world where you have to dig for your resource, okay? So if you have to dig for your resource, it's how much time of going underground and finding that 1 diamond ore or that 1 gold ore that you're trying to get. I'm getting to showing you what I mean. So if I look at the combiner, I'm going to go back to the combiner. So imagine that we're in a world where there are no ways of magically getting resources. So I'm going to craft these 2, and then I'm going to get my combiner, and I'm going to show you why it will make sense in a world like that. Not in the kind of world that we're playing now, but in the other world. So in the other world, basically, see, I have all of these machines now. They cost me a lot to get there, but I use the combiner. In the combiner, I go like this. I take iron, so I take a cobblestone and 8 iron grit. And iron grit you get from the crusher, you get 1 from a standard iron. So I'm not sure about the ratio. Maybe the ratios are broken in this game. But technically, you take a cobblestone and an iron grit, or 8 iron grit, and you get an iron ore. Then from the iron ore, and I'm going to do the whole step. Then from the iron ore, you use the, you use the dissolution chamber to get iron slurry. Now I'm guessing you get more than 8 iron ore out of this, or it would make no sense. So you get this iron slurry, like I said, and from the iron slurry and water, you get this clean iron slurry, and from this clean iron slurry, you get iron crystal, and from these iron crystal, you get iron shards. From the iron shards, you get iron clumps, and from the iron clump, you get dirty iron dust. From the enrichment chamber, you get iron dust, and basically from iron dust, you get iron ingot. So this is the whole track. From an iron ingot, or from your first iron ore using the combiner, you go the whole gambit and you multiply your ore. So basically, in the playthrough that I remember using this, but I don't remember which mod pack it was, you just had to find your first gold and your first copper and your first iron, and then with this process, you just ran it through and multiply it, and then ran it through again and multiply it, and ran it through again and multiply it. So as long as you kept one of each, you could multiply this as much as possible. To be fair, in this playthrough, we have the condenser to produce resource, so there is really absolutely no reason why you would go down this whole setup. It's way too complicated and long to be worth it. So next quest, injecting with chemicals. The chemical injection chambers turns ores into crystal and shards. So that's another one of the steps that we would need to do if we were doing this whole thing. So even though we crafted, I don't know how many machine, we still don't have all of the one. Wait. Chemical injection chamber. Enrichment, purification, chemical injection chamber. Oh, wow. Okay, this is just crazy expensive. I don't know that it would ever be worth it. Enrichment chamber, nope. Chemical injection chamber. So craft 2 of those. Another one that's extremely expensive because if you've been counting, we've used a lot of diamonds right now. Wow. Okay, this is even more expensive now because we need a purification chamber, which needs an enrichment chamber, which needs... at this point, I'll be honest with you guys, I've been trying to convince you that it might be worth it, but I'm not even sure that it would be worth it in this playthrough. Well, in this playthrough is clearly not worth it and would never be worth it, but I'm kind of surprised that it would be worth it in any playthrough. The only reason it might be worth it, like I said just moments ago, is that you would not have to dig all the time. And so the injection chamber, so that's the one. No, you know what? That one's not required. I think this one's a different route. This is basically, if you find iron, you transform it into 4 shards, and then these 4 shards you transform into clumps. But if it's 1 for 1, it's really not worth it, because to craft this gold ore, you need 8. Is it what I meant? Yeah, you need 8 gold dust, so there's no way this would be worth it. It's just a whole weird thing. I don't like it. I don't want to play with it, and I'm happy we don't have to. So again, let's try and complete the quest here. And now I think we're at the point where we're going to have to stop this episode so I have a little bit of a time lapse and we can prepare for the next step. Because the next step is we have to get the digital miner to unlock, well, to help unlock Router Reborn. But let's take a look at all of these quests. We're going to go through all of these quests so that you see what's the next step. So, basic induction matrix. The induction matrix is a multi-block that can store a large amount of power. It needs to have at least 1 induction cell and provider surrounded by induction casing. So basically this is a giant battery. We need a basic induction cell, a basic induction provider, induction casing, and induction port. So let's look at induction. So these induction casing requires an energy tablet and 4 steel for 4. We need 34 of those. I'm going to start my little magic calculator. Give me a second. So if I do 34 divided by 4, I need exactly 9 craft. Well, 8.5, but 9 craft of this. Okay? So 9 craft of this. That's a lot of steel. And don't forget that these energy tablet are kind of expensive. But we're going to have to craft it. We don't have a choice. We're going to need 2 induction port, which is 4 casing each. We're going to need 2, so 4 casing. So that's 34 plus 4, unless it was counted in the 34. Then we need a basic induction cell, which means 4 energy tablet, and we've just shown how expensive those are, and a basic energy cube, which is not so bad. Then what else do we need? Then we need a basic induction provider. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. A basic induction provider, this one, which is another basic energy cube in all of these. And that's probably a low-level battery, to be fair. can store up to 1 gigajoule. 8 gigajoule, 64 gigajoule, and 500 gigajoule. So that's probably the one we would want to craft, but it's for elite. Like, it's just so expensive. I don't think that with our power setup we would ever need to go there, but because of the quest we're going to need to at least do the lower level. Now the next quest is the Thermal Evaporator. The Thermal Evaporator is a multi-block which can continuously turn water into brine, making it great for automation. It needs to have a 4x4 base and then a ring at least 2 tall. In the corners of the last layer you place Advanced Solar Generator. So we need 50 thermal evaporation block, a thermal evaporation controller, 2 thermal evaporation valve, and 4 advanced solar generator. So let's just do solar generator. The advanced solar generator consists of 4 solar generators. So we need 4 of the advanced, which means we need 16 of those solar generator, which each need 3 solar panels. So we need 16, 32, 48 solar panel, which are all of this glass and osmium and enriched alloy. So that is very expensive, and we haven't even looked at evaporation yet. So if we look at evaporation, the controller is 5 block, so that's not so bad. The valve is 4 block around this, which is not so bad, and the evaporation block is 4 steel around a copper for 4. And of those we need 50, so that's 13 craft. It's just crazy expensive. So just these 2 quests already are going to cost us so much steel that I don't even see how we're going to do it in one go. Then it talks about hydrogen fueled jetpack. The jetpack from Mekanism uses hydrogen to function and wants us to make an armored jetpack. I already have creative flight. Why would I want to make a jetpack that uses fuel? See, that's crazy. It's just making us do this quest to make this quest. But we're going to make the jetpack, and if I remember, the armored jetpack is not that expensive. You need a jetpack and a block of steel, bronze and diamond dust, and the armored jetpack is made from a jetpack, which is really simple. We could probably do this quest tonight if I wanted to. I'm just trying to show you what we need to do. I don't want to craft anything more tonight. A mechanical friend. The robot is a small robot that can follow you, collect dropped item, and be used as a crafting table, furnace, chest, and anvil. So this thing is probably cool, but not in a base where I fly around all the time. So we need to craft a robot and a charge pad. So charge pad. The charge pad is stone pressure plate, super inexpensive. And what about the robot? The robot is personal chest, refined obsidian, atomic alloy, so not that expensive. Again, one of the quests we could probably complete. Those 2 we could probably complete tonight. And hopefully those 2 will unlock digital miner. So it might be something that we try next episode. And finally, the last quest that we can see is the boiler. The boiler is a multi-block that generates steam. These here are the material needed for the smaller one. So a 36 boiler casing. So 36 of, so much steel. Everything is using a crazy amount of steel. And then we need structural glass, which is again a crazy amount of steel. Then boiler valve, which is again more boiler casing, and superheating element. Oh, I already made one of those. So element. So this is not that expensive. We've done one before by the fact that the quest completed, and a pressure disperser. So pressure disperser, and not expensive. Okay, so that's all good. Let's back out of this, but as I've just shown you, crazy amount of steel, crazy amount of steel, crazy amount of steel, and that's not even the turbine that I haven't unlocked yet. And the digital miner. Let me just check if digital, the digital miner is this, and it's 2 atomic alloy, 2 logical sorter, not so bad. Oh, the robot is going to disappear in here, and 2 teleportation core, which are super expensive. Okay, but that's what we need to do to complete this quest. But as you've seen, we need a lot of steel. And I forgot to restart the steel. And when I restarted it at the beginning of this episode, if I come back here, we now have 23 steel. This is just not making it. It's not letting us create enough steel. If I come here, there's an arc furnace. And the arc furnace doesn't need... Oh, it does need coke dust. Really? I thought there was a free way of making steel. Huh. Let me check quickly. Steel grit. So the blast furnace is kind of the free way. But the arc furnace requires this coke dust or steel grit. How do you make steel grit? From steel? Okay, so that's not worth it. I thought I was... So what I was going to say is that I thought that we needed to make an arc furnace. I thought this was going to be the solution. But clearly it's not worth it. Because this coke dust... See, a coal coke is one coke dust. So there is no free... Well, I see there is no. There is a free way of making steel. It's called the steel chicken. Steel chicken. Right here. So if I made the steel chicken... steel chicken, right click. So if I made the steel chicken, it would give me steel ingot. That's what I want to get to. But for that, I need a coal chicken and an iron chicken, and the coal chicken is made from a log and flint, and the flint chicken is made in the chemical reactor. So I'm kind of stuck on my steel. So next episode, I'm going to do the hydrogen fuel jetpack and the mechanical friend to see if it unlocks the digital miner. Because if it unlocks the digital miner, then I'm good to be able to move on to the next quest. And this basic induction matrix, thermal evaporator, and boiler, I'm probably going to have to end up doing in a future episode when I have more steel, when I have the steel chicken. So right now, I'll be honest with you guys, everything is rushing toward the chicken. Because once I have the chicken, the diamonds are going to be plentiful and free. The emeralds are going to be plentiful and free. Every resource on this map is going to be plentiful and free. And then I'm going to be able to relax a bit more and go through the other quest, knowing that whatever resources I need, I have plenty of at easy access. So guys, you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to do a small time lapse. In the time lapse, I'm going to try and produce more of these, every level of these alloys, so that we have everything for the other resource. I'm probably going to make a count so that next episode I can show you how much steel that I need, and I'm going to make sure that I'm producing more steel because that's my weakest resource right now. And I'm going to get ready so that next episode we complete these two, and then we can get into the next step. Just to show you the next step quickly, to unlock reborn technology. Oh, it's boiler that we need. Oh, I thought it was the digital miner. So the boiler, so we are going to unlock the boiler next episode for sure. So just change of plan quickly. If I come back here to advanced mechanism, next episode we're going to do the mechanical friend, the hydrogen fuel jetpack, maybe the digital miner, and we're going to make the boiler so that we can say that we're done with the unlocking quest. The basic induction and thermal evaporator and turbine, we're probably going to keep for later down the road. Because right after that, we're going to start attacking Industrial Revolution. Because in Industrial Revolution, we need mining laser and stonework factory. So Industrial Revolution right here. And to be fair, I think that we can blast through these quests in maybe 2, maximum 3 episodes. And I want to do this because this is what's going to get our second mob farm here started. Like, I made this mob farm with this cursed earth, and I want to add the... Where did I put it? I don't remember. Ooh. Okay, I don't like you. I don't remember where I put my blaze spawner. I'm going to have to find my blaze spawner. But I want to put the blaze spawner in there also. And the Industrial Revolution is going to add a way of killing these mobs. And now I'm going to have a real automated mob farm, not like this one, where it's going to easily kill all of the mob that I want. So this is where we're going so that we can unlock the chicken as fast as possible, because it's going to make all the rest of this playthrough so much easier. So guys, you have my full plan of where we're going. I'm going to go into a small time lapse to try and clean things out and get things ready. But we're going to be ready to plow through this whole mod pack. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!